As I saw the club room for the first time in 3 days, I was stunned. Man, I did my best. Been waiting all morning to tell the big discovery I made yesterday. I stayed up almost all night finding all the information I could on it, then forced myself to wait until school ended to tell him. I figured that just sending pictures to his phone or trying to explain it in words would just confuse him. I wanted to stand in front of the board in the club room with all the information we'd learned so far pinned up on it, and use the club time to really work through it. But there was nothing there. Something seems wrong with this sentence. I'm no expert, but something seems wrong with this sentence. There was nothing there at all. I can only think of one person who would do that. Kurisu? When we left yesterday, she said it was too dangerous. Maybe she wasn't gonna let you do it. Was it because of what happened at the Love Hotel? In as angry a voice as I could mutter to myself, I said, "Why didn't you stop her?" I told you I tried! She told me to shut up though, and I did. You should have done something. Don't tell me to do the impossible. Could you have done something? Don't tell me to do the impossible. Ito shrugged as if to say, see? Just imagining it scared me a little. Doing something about Kurisu was absolutely impossible. No one in Hekiho was capable of such a thing. I pointed to the PC on the desk. What about the data? Just consider yourself lucky that she didn't physically destroy the whole hard disk. So the data was gone too. Ito was probably joking, but if Kurisu thought she needed to do it, she would have. Inoue, what are you printing out? Here you go! Sarika dropped a stack of papers on the desk. I looked down and saw that there was images and articles about the case. It was the ones that were uploaded to the newspaper club server. Where did you get these? Aren't you always telling me that a true right sider needs to make sure his stuff is backed up? I mean, you've got backups too, right? Well, yes, but... Sarika flipped through the papers. For some reason, the image quality drops off if I print it off from my Pokecom. I'll be uploaded to the server. Oh, wait a second. Sarika went to stretch a cable from her Pokecom to the PC, but I quickly stopped her. Huh? Is this image quality good enough? That's not it. I mean, the image quality's fine, but I'd rather you didn't upload it to the server for a while. I glanced at Ito as I spoke. The newspaper club server could be accessed from any PC in the school as long as you knew the password. Kurisu was spending her time at the student council getting ready for the culture festival. But there was a chance she might look at the server for some reason. Ito nodded in agreement, a serious look on his face. You two are afraid of Non. She's nice! Right, Hana? See? See what? Was Kazuki agreeing? She was pounding down on the keyboard and mouse real hard. That's because she likes you two. That's right. We visited every crepe store in Shibuya together. Non knows all about sweets. Sarika puffed out her chest, very proud of this information. I didn't care in the slightest. And either way, I think Non's gonna find out. Because she's standing right behind you! Oh, fuck. That was probably true, yeah. If he kept following the case as part of our work with our newspaper club, Kurusu was smart enough to catch on. It's okay. She'll understand once you talk to her. I don't think she will. I simulated the variety of situations in my mind. Kurusu loves sweets. This was something that Serika had said, and that I had known about too. You know what? I feel like I've been too down recently, and that I just want to see Kurusu in a good mood, because she forever seems to have resting bitch face whenever I see her. So would buying her something she liked from a famous sweet shop be enough to win her over? Would bribery work on someone as prim and proper as the school council president? It's worth a try. Unless we could win her over, we weren't going to be able to continue with the case. Okay. That did not sound like me. Let's go buy something to bribe her with. Inoue, tell me Kurusu's 3 favorite sweet shops. Okay, well if you're going to buy something, I want to go too. She was clearly intending to buy something for herself. Well, that was fine. It's time for the mission to begin. So here you go. This is a present for you, Kurusu. I knew that Kurusu was staying late after school to get ready for the festival. I handed her the present I just bought. Serika told me all about a pancake place near Shibuya Station. Really? You went out to get pancakes and then came back to eat them? They'll be fucking cold by the time they get here. It's a popular store where there was always a line of girls outside. I heard it was one of the few places where you could get pancakes for takeout, so I quickly chose it. Standing in line with the girls for an hour was almost torture, but somehow I managed it. Is this pancake from Egg and Thanks? That's right. There's always a line there, so it's almost impossible to get them. Her eyes were shining like a little girl's. It was an expression I was used to seeing from her. You're giving these to me? Really? Yeah. I always cause a lot of trouble for you. It's so rare of you. So rare for you to give me any kind of present like this, Takaru. Thank you. This makes me really happy. Oh, yeah. I feel like this is the basic bitch-ass version of, like, the good ending of dating sims. And I say that as someone who's played exactly no dating sims to completion. If I have played one, it escapes my mind, so that shows you how much of an impact it left on me. After seeing how happy she was, I couldn't tell her that I was trying to bribe her. Huh? That's strange. Why? Why was she crying? I'm sorry. I just didn't realize it was possible to be so happy. This is literally like a dating sim portrait. What the fuck is going on? At least when I do like the good route with the Inoue, I know what I'm getting myself into. Horniness. This is just wholesome and nice for the time being. It's weird for me to cry so much, isn't it? But this made me really happy. Thank you, Takaru. Want to split this? It's okay, right? I was satisfied with the results of my simulation. This might work. Okay, I've got it. Huh? You're sure? Ito must have been really surprised by my answer because he badly overreacted. I didn't think you were so brave. I'm always brave when it counts. Just don't put anything on the server yet. I want to be cautious. Okay. And for now, we'll put the information on the board. And when it's done, we'll take it off. Things are gonna get tricky. Okay. And for now, let's not tell Kurisu about the case. We can keep an eye on things until they calm down, and then bring it up when she's in a good mood after eating some sweet. Okay! Aren't you just being a pussy? What? I'm not being a pussy. I'm choosing the method most likely to succeed. If you call that being a pussy, then the definition of puss... Right, I get it. Hanoi, I'm gonna put up the map. All that end. Okay. I love how she says okay, it's adorable. Ito and Serika took out the big map we used for the board. This is the best way to persuade her. He didn't get it at all. There was no way I could persuade Kurisu if I tried to go after her head on. Wait, Miyashiro, let's be serious for a second here. He had a very serious tone as he hung up the top of the map. Huh? I'd been serious this whole time. Is it okay to keep following this case? I told you, I'll persuade her eventually. I'm not being a pussy, I'm just being cautious. That's not what I'm talking about. You saw something really bad, right? In the Love Hotel? Serika froze midway through the process of taping down the bottom of the map. So that was it. I hadn't told Ito anything about the Love Hotel. I hadn't told him about what I'd seen or experienced there. I tried my best to give him a cheerful smile. It's fine. No problem. This is way too big of a scoop not to chase, right? Ito didn't answer. He stared at me as if trying to figure me out. And then he relaxed and laughed a little. Well, I figured as much when we talked on the phone. He was probably talking about the call I'd made yesterday. After I made my discovery, I called Ito and asked him to find all the information he could about the Love Hotel case. It had already been 3 days since it had happened. I hadn't really been following it at all, so I'd asked if Ito could put together what he could find. Okay, all set. Serika finished pinning the map to the board. Okay, let's get started. It was a brand new map of Shibuya. We had to put it up from scratch again, but now that I looked at it, maybe it wasn't such a bad thing. I made a huge discovery which could impact the whole case. It was a good idea to start over from the beginning. First, we'll assume that there's a connection between the dates when these incidents are happening and the incidents 6 years ago. In other words, we'll consider all 3 cases so far as part of a set. This is regardless of whether someone's behind all this, or what they might be after. You know what, I'm glad I quit out where I did, because this is my fucking recap to come back. We found a dead man. Yeah, it makes sense that there have been 3 incidents. If we find out we're wrong, we can reconsider things then. Alright. Let's start with the locations. First case, don't look at me, took place in Jinan. Jinan? Japanese is weird. Stick that one on the board. So here's the picture of the body. Oh, shit! I was meant to be paying attention! Which one of you is Don't Look at Me? Because this is, Leaky Noise. No, that one's like Human Crucifixion. This one's like some form of cannibalism. Who is this old man down here that I don't remember? This one we haven't named yet. That's the most recent one, though. And this is like Pregnant Man or whatever the fuck it was called. Oh, this was the group suicide. I remember that one. I'll be real honest. Like, I thought this would be a good time to come back because of, obviously, you know, I've not been here. But there's a... I was like, yeah, this is a good time. I got a nice recap. Nope, you get a fucking test. Prepare yourself. You should have been paying attention. Where's your supplementary reading? I haven't been paying attention. I'm sorry, guys. I want to say Don't Look at Me is the most recent one that we had, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I'm going to believe myself and say it's this one. And here's the summary of the case. Okay, yeah, it was the first one. Literal first murder it was. By the way, the incident that occurred 6 years ago on the same date was, the group dive. Okay, this one I remember. That is you on the desk. And here's the summary of the case. Yeah, that's a load of people, obviously, as it implies, leapt off a building. That's it for the first case. Let's move on to the second. Leaky noise happened in Shinsen, so... right over there. And before you ask, I already know which one this is. Here's the picture of the body. That would be you. And here's the summary of the case. Yep. Found her stomach slit open and she had a speaker right inside it. You know, say I've been away from this game for like 3 weeks. It's amazing what I can remember. Was the pregnant man, the one 6 years ago. Which... I mean, he looks fairly pregnant, but I wouldn't like to judge a man. I also don't know what the fuck this thing is with the green skin. I know we've talked about them at least once, but I don't remember. Also, this is like Human Crucifixion, and this is to do with like cannibalism or some shit. I don't know. This is Persona 4. I'm sure everyone else who's played through this game has made that joke, because, let's be honest, we all play the same shit here. I'm going to assume it's you, just because this man looks pregnant. Is that rude or, like, pretentious? Probably. I'm doing it anyway. And here's a summary of the case. Okay, so we've got an intersecting line so far. Okay, finally the one that took place in the Love Hotel. That happened in the Love Hotel area in Donganzaka, so... right there. So, about the summary. We were there, we know, no need, move on. I looked at the toe and I could see he was nervous. He was worried, but at the same time a little excited. Huh? What's wrong? You okay? Yeah. First, can you show me what you put together? I want to know what the public knows about it. I saw the name they gave it. Place your bets. What's it called? Like, I'm saying that as if the people watching this haven't played this game. Oh, yeah, just give me a second. Ito got out his own Pokécom and started to fiddle with it. He linked it to the printer over the network and printed out his files. Wait. You're not upping them to the server after all, are you? Of course not. I don't want to get punched. I told you, you're too scared of her. Look, I'm with Ito on this one, okay? Is all I'm gonna say. I skimmed the printout that Ito had made for me. After all the cases we'd researched together, he knew how to put a summarized information into a single page like a pro. Ito read from his own printout. The name was announced last night. The victim was Hironori Kakita, a 20-year-old resident of Shibuya. He had a part-time job at Koshin. Terrifying that this victim is younger than me, just pointing that out. Koshin? How can you not know about that firm? How can you not know about them? They're a huge successful venture capital firm. Where's my tooltip for what a venture capital firm is? They give one for everything else that they think I don't know. They've been making a lot of money lately off the Shibuya reconstruction. Just like the Shibuya News said, he was a male in his 20s. Nice, so you checked there. That was about the only thing I could do, Ito said as he nodded. Wait, she said he was in his 20s the night it happened. At this point, the only official announcement was that the man's body had been found. Jeez, where did she find this stuff? I couldn't agree more. How did Kay do her research? The cause of death was strangulation due to hanging. They decided there was a suicide after a romantic quarrel. Huh? A suicide? Over a fight with a lover? It was ruled as a suicide? Huh? Yeah, that's what the cops said. The only other information they came out with was that he was pretty good at his job. He made a surprising amount of a commission sales job. So who'd he get into a fight with? Huh? I mean, if he had a fight with his girlfriend, that would mean he had a girlfriend, right? Oh, I see. Ito looked through a bunch of files on his Pokécom. No, I don't have anything on that. I know it's probably pronounced Pokécom, as in pocket, but you'll be damned if I'm not pronouncing it as Poke. What about witnesses? The hotel staff are the ones that found him, but nothing else was said. Of course, there was nothing about you two either. What was going on? So they hadn't said anything about the other girl at the scene. Taku? Serika was staring at me confused. She was probably thinking the same thing. I could understand why there wasn't any information on us. The police had said there wouldn't be, and to be honest, we were just gawkers. There was no real point in telling anyone we were there. That girl clearly seemed to be involved in the case. If they said he got into a fight with his girlfriend, then it didn't make sense not to report on the girl who was there. Was it because she was a minor? I wasn't sure, but she'd looked young. She definitely wasn't older than 19. No, even then they'd say something. Whenever there was a problem with someone dating underage girls, they never reported the girl's name, but they always reported her existence. What's wrong? I'll explain. Part-time love hotel. We're still not calling it its name. I'm trying to find its name. Don't do this to me. I pinned up the information that Ito had given me. Picture of the body from the Love Hotel is, of course, it's you. What's this?
ラブホの現場で撮った画像だ。
A picture I took at the Love Hotel.
は？
Huh?
撮ったのか？
You took pictures? Ito almost jumped on me in shock. I nodded.
正確には録画した映
More
像を
specifically, I took a frame from the video I recorded and printed it
警
out.
察に消される前に
But now I uploaded it to our private storage before the police could delete it.
マジかよ。
Seriously?
やばい。
Oh wow, but
どこにも出てねえぞ。
that means nobody has this but us. Ito put his face up to the picture in excitement.
なんだ？
What?
座ったまま首
He hung himself sitting down?
ワイヤーかこれ。
Is this a wire? He mumbled to himself as he stared at it, trying to memorize every last detail.
なんだよこれ。おい。
What is
一体
this?
何があったんだ？
What the hell happened here? As I listened to Ito speak excitedly, I looked towards Serica. I wasn't sure why I was looking at her. But she nodded as if she understood. I nodded back. The police had told us not to tell anyone, but I didn't care. I slowly started to explain what had happened to Ito. How we'd made it into the hotel undetected. How the room we'd seen from the outside was where we'd found the body. How we'd gone inside and found the police officer lying on the floor. How the body in the photo was sitting on a spinning bed and slowly rotating. And how there'd been another girl there, and how someone had tried to enter the room. But I didn't tell him how the door had unlocked itself. The police had told me I'd imagined it, and they'd only made me realize I had no proof. Between my curiosity and my fear, I'd be a mess at the time anyway. And more than anything, without any kind of proof, I wasn't sure it had happened at all. When I finished, Ito's first questions were the same as mine had been.
現場にいた女に部屋に入
So
ろ
there
う
was a
と
girl at the scene, and then someone tried to come into the room.
でもその女はともかく
The girl was real, but they couldn't find any evidence of someone trying to come into the room, could they? I was right. That was what the police had told me. But
ノックの音が聞こえたんだ。
I heard
そ
the
れは
knocking,
映像にも音声と
and I
し
have
て
the sound on my video.
音だろ。
Just the
誰
sound,
かが
right?
ドアの向こうにいて
That
ドアを
doesn't
叩い
prove
たという
someone was on the
証
other
明じゃ
side
な
of
い
the door knocking.
いや、理屈で考えればそうだけど。
No, I mean, logically, you're right.
確かにあれは
I'm
誰か
sure
がドア
someone was on the other side. Ito cut me off, clearly irritated.
理屈で考えれば
Logically, I'm right.
一番らしく
You're
ない
the
とこ
only
ろだ
one
ろ
you're the one who always tells me
理屈の
that
みで考え
logic is the only thing that
なきゃ
matters,
いけ
you
ないっていうの
idiot.
が理屈バカのお前だろ
Don't call me an idiot. I just prefer to cover all my bases.
はっきりしてるところから行こうぜ
Let's start with what we know for sure, alright? Damn it. He could only say that because he hadn't heard it in person. The strange, eerie sound which hung in the depths of your ears and wouldn't let go. But that was true.
その通りといえばそうなんだよな。
I guess he's right. I hadn't seen for myself someone trying to enter the room. Maybe he took my silence as agreement.
で現場にいた
So,
女か
about this woman who was there.
だから交際相手を気にして
Oh,
た
that's why you're asking about his girlfriend.
女っていうより
She was more a girl than a woman. Huh?
女の子
A girl?
あの子きっとそんなに
I think she was probably around my age.
それ
And I don't think she was
ってこと
older.
もないと思う
She was the same age or maybe a year or two younger, maybe?
そうかな。
Maybe. I wasn't sure, but if Serica said so, she was probably right. Serica never had any evidence or proof of her statements, but she was often correct.
でも、その女の子のことに
But there was nothing about her in the news, was there? I looked back at Ito to check.
ああ
Yeah, I checked everything from gossip magazines to the official newspaper announcements. I even took a look at the aggregator wiki. There was nothing like it. I see.
だとすれば、 やっぱりこっちから追う
Which
し
means
か
I'll
ない
have
か
to look for. Which means we'll have to look for her ourselves, I guess. I flip through the remaining papers.
別の手がかりがあるのか？
Any other clues?
映像を見返して気づいたことがあるんだ
There was something I noticed when going back through the footage.
なんせちゃんとした証拠があるからな
This one's nice and logical, and I got real proof after all. Yeah.
小さい男だな。
You're a petty little man, aren't you? Heh. Say what you like. It's finally time to tell what I found.
昨日作った
Um,
綺麗に写ってる例の
where's
シー
that
ルの
image
数
I made yesterday of that nice picture of the sticker?
これ
Do you know what this is? Ito looked at the picture for a moment, uncertain.
見覚えあるな。なんだっけな。
I've seen that before. Where was it? He used his pocket com to run a search.
そう。力士シールだろ。
Yeah, that's the sumo wrestler sticker, right?
そう呼ばれてる
That's what they're calling
何
it.
の目的で貼
Or
られてるかわ
sumo
からない
sticker
謎
for
のシー
short.
ル
No one knows who's putting them up or why.
期限は諸説あるけど
There are a lot of theories about where they come from, but the first time they really showed up was on the net in 2007. At one point, they were famous enough to have the TV stations reporting on them. But after the 2009 Shibuya quake, everyone stopped talking about them. The city where the stickers were going up had been destroyed. People had bigger things to talk about. Starting sometime last year, they started to appear in Shibuya again.
目的はいろいろ噂されてる
There are a lot of different rumors about what they are. Of course, some people think they're just a prank. Others say there's some kind of tagging or a spiritual barrier of some sort.
変わったとこだと
One of the stranger ones is that there's a theory that it's an actual sumo wrestler putting up stickers of his own face.
でもこれは違うと僕は思ってい
But
た
I don't think that's right.
そもそも力士シール
They
なんて
call
呼ばれ
these
てはいる
things
けど
sumo wrestler
それ
stickers.
は単に太っている
But that's just because the man in them has a fat face. There's no
力士
actual
を
proof
モデ
that
ル
they're
にしたの
modeled
だ
after
と
some
確たる
sumo
証拠と
wrestler.
して
ちょっとストップ。
Hold up for a second. Ito cut me off just as I was getting started. Come on, man, it was just about to get good.
いや、それが何だっつんだ。
Who cares?
そのシ
Do these stickers have anything to do with the
何か関
case?
係あんのか？
わからない
I don't know.
は？
Huh?
まだわからないんだ
I still don't know, but
こっちみんなの現場付近にあった力士シール
stickers placed near the scene of Don't Look at Me was... Yeah, this was the one that we got on the window. I'm sure this... Oh, now I'm uncertain. I'm sure it was this one. Okay, I'm stupid.
こっちみんなの現場付近にあった力士シールは
It's you.
これこの
This
前
is a
お前
blown
に
up
見せた
version of the
画像を
picture
拡
I
大した
showed
や
you
つ
from the Don't Look at Me
こっちみ
case.
んなの現場を撮りに
It's the wall outside the karaoke place I went to.
力士シール。
Is that a sumo sticker? Yeah,
多少ぼや
it's
け
a
て
little blurry, but I'm sure of
間
it.
違いない
おい、
Wait, you're not telling me.
あ
Yep,
あラブホの現場にもあっ
there
た
was one near the Love Hotel too.
やっぱり現
Place
場
at
が
the
見
spot
え
where
る
I could see this crime scene.
じゃああれか。
The what? What about leaky noise?
いやそれもまだわからない
No, I don't know about
調
that
べたんだ
yet.
けど
I looked yesterday and couldn't find anything at the scene of the incident, but
でも2つ続いた偶然にか
we
けて
just
みる
learned
の
that
は
if
あり
something
だって
happens twice, it's worth
今回
betting
証
on,
明さ
right?
れただろ
Ito fell silent as if he was thinking about something. Ah, I was hoping he'd be a little more surprised. But I guess that's the best I could expect. Maybe there was too much new information coming in at once for him to keep up.
ちなみに
By the way, the incident that occurred 6 years ago on the same date was, crucified. So, yeah, that's you. That's you, Jesus-looking motherfucker. And here's the summary of the case. Okay, so... we got nothing in common, is what I'm looking at. For now, the dates match, but the actual cases don't seem to have much to do with what happened 6 years ago. Don't look at me happened on the same day as the group dive. But there was only one victim. We don't know for sure that it was a suicide. The pregnant man happened on the same day as Leaky Nose, but while both of them were involved with something stuffed into their stomach, the victim in the latter was a girl. I don't see anything in common between Crucified and the Love Hotel incident. So since we can't find any other way to proceed with the case, I think we should try seeing where the sumo stickers take us. But... maybe I was overthinking this, but there was no telling what else could be related to the case. Just in case I decided to put the data on the new generation incidents from 6 years ago. October 10th, Vampire. October 23rd, Brain Dead. October 28th, Yummy Hand. November 4th, the DQM puzzle. Yeah, that should do it. I looked at the board and nodded in satisfaction. That's about all we know for now. Who wants coffee? As I finished going over the information, Serica got cups ready. Oh no. Kazuki, who had been ignoring the conversation until now, suddenly stood up. She grabbed the cups from Serica with a speed you'd never believe she possessed.
Oh,
it's fine, Hannah. You always make us stuff to drink, right? Kazuki shook her head rapidly from left to right, and then motioned from Serica to sit down. Good work. No, it's fine. She's being nice enough to make it for us. I practically forced Serica to sit down in her chair. What? But... nope, there was no way I was letting Serica do any kind of cooking. How bad was she? She was so bad that I couldn't even let her make coffee. She was so bad she once asked what kind of dish She was so bad she once asked me what kind of dish I was confused. I thought, is that me being dumb? No, the sentence is bad. Asked me what kind of dish I used. I think the translation was slightly rough on this one. She was so bad she once asked me what kind of dish do you use to wash vegetables. I breathed a sigh of relief as she reluctantly sat down. Good job, Chief! Even Kazuki was relieved enough that you could actually tell she was feeling for once. She started to make the coffee. I turned around to see if Ito needed any. He was still thinking. He must have been thinking hard. He didn't even seem to notice that Serica was making coffee, which normally would have been in cause for panic. I decided for now to put the coffee that Kazuki had made in front of him. He seemed to understand the situation and stretched out his hand. Hey, you still got that footage of the hotel room, right? Yeah, it's on my pocket com and smartphone. I deleted all of the copies for safety reasons. Ito glared at my pocket com for a moment and then turned toward me. Let me see it. I wasn't sure what to do. Must have been able to sense my uncertainty. The cops tell you not to tell anyone what happened? Yeah. But no, that's not the issue. I already told you what happened, for one thing. It's more like... I don't know. If you see this... in a TV show or a movie, this is where the hero would say there's no going back. Undergoing a shocking event changed the way you felt about it for the rest of your life. When you learned a hidden secret, it changed you. Just like when I'd learned about my parents. It's a go. Let me see it. Ito saw that I was hesitating and cut me off. You saw it in person, right? I want to see it too. Didn't seem like he was going to change his mind. Okay.
Right,
let's look at the computer monitor. It's easy to see on a bigger screen, right? Sarika, the only person who didn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation, spoke up. Or maybe she just didn't think it was important. Shin's a club member, right? He has to see it. Yeah. Ito smiled as if he relaxed a little. He brought his hands up to his cheeks and gave them a slap to psych himself up. Okay, we can copy it to the desktop for now. I'll shut down this browser. And then he froze. Huh? Huh? Shit, look at this. Ito pointed at the monitor, his voice shaking. Sarika and I hurried behind him to see what he was looking at. And gulped. What is this video? I don't know, it just showed up on the aggregator wiki. The curtains opened and the man appeared. There was no mistaking it. It was that room in the Love Hotel. The man must have been Kakita. I couldn't see her face, but was that the girl? Had to be. Her clothes matched what I remembered. Hey, what the hell? I was certain I was gonna get fucking jump scared. The bed spun around and the wire dug into Kakita's neck. There was no sound in the video, but I could hear the sound of the wire and the music box in my mind. Kakita's face took on a colour very similar to what I'd seen in person. And then the footage ended. What the hell is this? Are you kidding me? Okay, my mind is instantly like, okay, what the hell did where did this video come from then? Because it clearly looked like it was being filmed from outside the window pointing in because of the flapping curtain. Hey, Miyashiro! I almost jumped off the ground. Oh, sorry. The hell is this? Did you make this video? Ito yelled at me hysterically. I quickly shook my head. Of course not. I was inside the room. What the hell is it? I don't know. How would I? Sarika's hand suddenly stretched out. Hey, what are you doing? I was completely taken aback by the English stop. I'm not gonna lie. Stop! Calm down! Taku, Shin, no fighting! She grabbed us both by the cheek and pinched. Hard. Ow! Ow! That really hurts!
落ち着いた
Did you calm
な
down?
らない
No more yelling? No more fighting? This is really painful. Please stop. Ito and I nodded and Serica let go. What was that for?
だって二人とも怒鳴る
Because
ん
you
だ
two
もん
were yelling.
だからって
You can't just... Ito rubbed his cheek and gave Serica an angry glare. She must have grabbed him really hard because I could see a red mark forming in the shape of her hand. I mean, I had one of those too.
喧嘩はダメ
No fighting!
今にも殴り
You
飛
two
ば
look
す
like you were about to start hitting each other, you know? Serica repeated. She didn't think to seem she'd done anything wrong at all. No, maybe she hadn't. Kazuki gave Serica a thumbs up. Yep! Serica gave her a satisfied thumbs up in return. I didn't get it.
あれだな。将来
You know, you're gonna be the kind of mom who says hitting is wrong and she beats up her kid. To's words impressed me. One of the most accurate predictions I'd heard in years. Serica frowned as she said she'd never do that.
でなんだ
So
ろうね
anyway, what is this? She pointed at the monitor. She didn't seem too bothered by it. She must have been used to seeing gory videos because she looked pretty calm. I rubbed my cheek as I looked on.
外から撮影
This is
した
being
ものだよ
filmed from outside, right?
あの現場に間違いないのか
It's definitely the room you were in? I nodded, a little uncertain.
多分
I
遺体
think.
の状況も
I'm pretty sure that's what
I know
the body... I'm pretty sure that the body was like that too. Shit.
何なんだ
What is this?
ねえ保存しておいた方が
Hey,
いい
shouldn't we save that file?
あ
Yeah, you're right.
こんな
There's no telling when
いつ
it'll be
消されるか
deleted.
わかんね
That was enough to bring Ito back to his senses. He saved the file to the PC with slightly more unsteady hand than usual. Kazuki was still playing her game, but the rest of us stared at the download bar as it filled up little by little. And when it was finished and the file was saved...
単にいたずらとかじゃ
This wasn't just somebody playing a prank, right? Serica knew better than anyone else that there was no such thing, but she asked anyway. I nodded firmly. Hey,
これを撮った人間は
who took this?
いや
Wait, who posted this? Ito frowned.
ハッカーじゃない
I'm no hacker.
俺ら素人
All
レ
we
ベルは
amateurs
上がる
could
として
figure out at best is the IP address, right?
個人の
There's no way we
特定
could
まで
use that to
行き着くのは
track
無
them
理だよ
down.
だよな
You're right. Sometimes the media would say that the police used an IP address to track down a criminal's address, but strictly speaking, that wasn't quite right. Under special circumstances, like a customer paying for a static address, it was possible, but most of the time you couldn't track down an individual PC from an IP address. And even if you could, most you could track down was a PC and not a person. Several years ago, this had led to a very famous false arrest case. What the heck were we supposed? What were we supposed to do now? I scratched my head, confused.
おいついで
Hey, while we're at it, let's look at the other one. Huh?
お前がラブホテ
The
ルで
video you took at the Love Hotel.
さっきの映像
I already saw the last one. I don't think anything else could bother me now. Ito sounded like he was having a hard time believing what he'd seen was real. He'd already copied the file off the pocket com and gone to open it. He probably was just overwhelmed. I know that's how I had been.
間近で撮ってるから
I took it up close, so it's pretty brutal. I gave him a warning and he responded with a firm nod, clicking on the file.
しんちゃん本当に
Shin, are you sure?
ああ、多分な。
Yeah, probably.
文化系だったような。
I think she was a humanities student. Ito was moving at a quick pace. His expression was serious, but he was having trouble hiding his excitement.
そんなことあるのか。
Is that really possible?
んだよ。
Come on, it's true, man! We were following Ito down the hallway quickly. After seeing the video of the room at the Love Hotel, he'd said,
こいつ。
I know this girl. He said that he knew the girl who'd been in the room with us. I'm still in the Ito voice, that's not right. That couldn't be true. Sarah and I had insisted he was mistaken, but Ito wouldn't listen.
部会で見かけた気がするんだよ。
I saw her at a club leaders meeting, I think. Even if he was right, the club leaders meeting was where all the leaders of the school clubs and teams got together. If she was there, did that mean she was a leader in some club? I asked Ito, but he just smirked a little.
わかんねえぞ。
We don't know
うち
that.
みたいに
Our president of the newspaper club is terrible at talking to groups of people, and our vice president was in charge of the meeting itself.
ただの部員である俺が出ているところ
So I had to go, even though I'm an ordinary member. Maybe there's someplace else like that.
苦手じゃない。
I'm not terrible at it.
なんていうか。
I just... Well... I didn't like it. It made me nervous. Being in front of all those people, I mean. And everybody knows that those meetings never actually lead to anything productive. If you made a movie out of one of them, no one would go see it.
なんていうか。
Yeah, just what?
いいだろ別に。
Forget it!
どこに。
Anyway, where are you going?
ここだ。
Here. So suddenly stopped. It was the student council room on the 6th floor at the annex building.
なんで。
Why?
部活紹介とかの書
They
類が
got
写
pictures
真
of the
付きで
club
置いてあるん
members
だ
here.
よ。
It'd be faster than searching the whole school, right? Wait a second. I pulled Ito away from the door.
バカ。
You idiot! What if Kurisu is here? Ito gave a little moan.
それはお前がなんとか
If that happens, just try and fool her somehow.
だからそれができる。
If I was even remotely capable of that, we wouldn't need.
入ります。
Excuse me! I know I ignored us completely and walked right into the room. Damn it, now what? I have to pray she wasn't here. Fucking hell, I think someone just murdered a violinist. What the hell was that noise? Huh? Our eyes met, and I suddenly forgot how to breathe. Why? She's doing remarkably well to say it looked like she was bleeding from the eyes. Also, her eyes have changed color. They were red in that picture. Who's that? Why do you do this to me now? What was she doing here? Why have you given me the option to be horny or not? I know last time I thought about her, she killed me. And I don't know whether to keep that up or whether to just, like, fucking roll with it. Because I can only take so much horniness. For some reason with Serica, I don't ask too many questions and don't look too into it. What was she doing here?
タクル？
Takaru?
あなたたちも。
What brings you here?
どうしたの？
What brings you
全
three
員で。
here?
え、
Well, when life gives you choices, you really shouldn't know what to do. Do I be horny? That feels like a dumb question. On this day, I chose violence.
あ、いや、
Oh, no. The woman... No, the girl stared at us suspiciously. And then, for the first time, she realized that I couldn't take my eyes off her. Okay, after that line, we gotta be horny. Let's be real. Hmm?
何ほうけてるの？
What's wrong with you people?
Huh?
Oh. The words wouldn't come out. What do I say? Why was she here? Why was she acting so normal?
はじめまして。私、クルスノノの妹です。
Well, I can't say I'm completely surprised. I can see the resemblance looking at you both, but why the fuck were you in the hotel if this is the case? Hello, I'm Nono Kurasu's younger sister. The girl suddenly smiled and bowed. Sister?
嘘だ。
You're lying.
妹がいるなんて話。
Kurasu never talked about having a sister.
渋谷地震の時に生き別れ
We
に
were
なってい
separated
た
during
の。
the Shibuya earthquake.
私自身、
I
妹
thought she
は
was
もう
dead
死ん
and
じ
had
ゃ
just
ったん
given
だ
up
っ
hope.
て諦めていたんだけど。
Oh, I get it. We're not horny, we're just sad. That's too real. Where's my alcohol?
まさか
I
こう
can't
して再
believe
会
we've
で
been
きるなんて
reunited.
本当に
Miracles really do happen, don't they? There were tears in Kurasu's eyes. This girl really was her little sister? I was still having trouble believing it as the girl walked up right next to me.
あなたが宮代拓さんですか？
Are you Takara Miyashiro? No, that's too annoying. I need another more distinct voice, but I don't want to give her the Faris voice, and I'm running out of options rapidly. Huh?
そうだけど。
Yeah, that's right. How did she know my name?
じゃあ私にとってはお兄ちゃんですね。
Then you're my big brother, aren't you? Why did that sound more like a laugh? It sounded more like, ha! It's like, as if I'm your fucking brother.
なんだと？
What did you say?
そうなの？
Is that right?
だって拓さんはお姉ちゃんにと
Well,
って
Takaru's
弟同
basically
然
my
なん
big
でし
sister's
ょ？
little brother, right? The hell? That doesn't make any sense at all! Ah, there we go. Here is how I get my thumbnail bait. I joke, but this is literally how I find my thumbnails. If I wanted an easy time getting thumbnails, I should just do all the happy shit all the time. They really like to give you the horny crap, don't they? No one likes to draw graphic murder. I looked for Kurisu for help.
タクル、仲良くしてあげて。よ
Takaru, be nice to her.
ろしくお願いします。
I can't wait to learn all about you, big brother. And all of a sudden, I had a little sister. Things around here are about to get a lot more complicated. Can we? Yeah, I was about to say, can we stop with the rom-com bollocks? Or not? Not a chance in hell. There was no way this girl was Kurasu's little sister. Not that I had any idea what she was doing here.
のんちゃん、知り合いなの？
Non, do you know her? Sarika motioned toward the girl.
ええ、後輩。
Yeah, she's
二
Hinai
年生で
Arimura.
文芸部部
She's
長
a
の
second
有
year
村
who
ひ
leads
なえ
the
さん。
literature club.
どうもです。
Oh, hello. The girl bowed to us.
クルス先輩のお友達ですか？
Are you a friend of Kurasu's?
ええ、そ
Yeah,
っちが新
that's
聞部部
Shinji
員
To
で
and Sarika
3年の
Onoe.
伊藤真二君。
he's in third year and
同じ
she's in
く部員
second
で
year.
2
They're
年
both in
の
the
尾上
newspaper
セリ
club.
カ。で、それが部長
And
で
that's
3
Takara
年の宮
Miyashiro,
代
the
拓
club president, my little brother,
身
and a
の
boy
程
who
を知ら
doesn't
な
know
い
his
私
place.
の愚弟。
Kurasu's eyes narrowed as she glared at me.
弟さんですか？
He's your younger
でも
brother?
名字が
But your last name's
養護施設のね。
from an orphanage, you see.
へえ、
Huh.
血がつながって
So
ない
you're
兄弟。
siblings. But
な
not
んか
actually
いやらしい
related,
です
huh?
ね。
That sounds kinda naughty, doesn't it?
小説とかと一緒にしないでしょう
Please don't act like this is some kind of novel. But still, doesn't it seem kind of naughty? She asked with a wink. She's the horny one. Got it. What? Why? What are you doing here? I wiped my sweaty hands on my pants and tried to ignore my pounding heart.
何してるんですか
What are you doing? Huh?
いや、
Damn it. Get the words out!
タクル？
Takaru? Sarika seemed to understand what I was trying to say and finished my sentence off for me.
有村さんは何しにここに来たん
What
で
are
す
you
か？
doing here, Arimura?
クルス先輩に文化
I was talking to Kurisu about the culture festival.
てか同学年なんだから敬語
You know what, actually she kinda fits this one a bit more. Okay, we're going more Mayuri with Sarika and she gets the kind of treatment, but not nearly as bad as Faris. Oh, okay. Huh?
まあいっか。
Well, whatever.
じゃあ
Now I'll be going, I guess.
クルス先輩
Sorry,
すい
Kurisu.
ませんでした。
Kurisu waved a hand and told her not to worry.
事情があるなら仕方ないでしょう。
If you can't do
文
it,
芸
you
部は文
can't.
化祭に参加できない
I'll
と
tell the teacher that
話
the
は通
literature
してお
club
くか
won't
ら
be participating in the
Demo.
culture festival. But,
おい
yes?
どうしても事情は言えないのね。
You're absolutely sure you can't tell me what's going on, right?
痛いけな乙女の秘密と
We
いう
girls have our secrets, you know.
何卒
Oh god, she is too horny for her own good.
了解。
Alright,
来年はフォローできないからね。
but I won't be able to help you the next year, okay?
はい。あ
Right!
りがとうございました。
Bye bye! The girl put her bag on her shoulder and bowed to us, and then went to leave. Wait. I still haven't asked you about the things I need to. Her name, it was...
有村さん
Arimura! My voice was loud enough that I made her jump a little.
びっくりした。
That scared
元
me.
気ですね。
You got a lot of energy.
ごめんなさい
Oh, sorry.
いえ、別にいいんですけど。
Nah, it's fine. What is it?
大声すいませんでした
I'm sorry I was
いや
so loud.
です
I mean, no, listen. My face was turning red from nervousness. Damn it, this always happened the first time I talked to someone. What should I ask?
そのホテルで
In the hotel.
ホテル？
The hotel?
何してたんですか
Oh, what were you doing?
あのホテルで
In the hotel. A moment. Felt like her body moved for just a moment.
有村さん？
Arimura? I could see Kurisu frown in the corner of my eye. Now this one, I can't wait to see this one go bad. She was looking at me. Her expression hadn't changed. But for some reason it felt like she was looking me over. Arimura sighed, annoyed.
はいはい。白状し
Right,
ますよ。
right. I'll confess. Confess? No, wait, to murder?
親父狩りしてました。
I was hunting old men.
え
Huh?
わかります？親父狩り。
Do you know what I mean by hunting?
私が街を歩いてるおっさんに。
I'll go find a guy on the street and tell him that he gets one go with me for 10,000 yen.
で、ホテ
Then
ル
when
行
we
った
get to the
ら
hotel,
先
I
にシ
tell
ャ
him
ワ
to
ー
go
浴び
take
て
a
よ
shower
って頼むわ
first.
けっすよ。
And while he's in the
そしたら
shower,
その間
I
に
invite
仲間
all
を
my
部屋に誘
friends
導
in.
する。
Her friends?
あとはすっぱだかのおっさんを縛って写メで撮ってから財布に
Then
入っ
we
てるお
tie
金
the
を
old
全部
man.
抜き
Then
取
we
って
tie up the
終
naked
了
old man and take a bunch of pictures. Then we steal all the cash in his wallet.
向こうは後ろめたいこと
He's
してる
doing
わけ
something
だから
illegal, so he can't go to
警
the
察にも
police.
言えずに泣き寝
It's a
入り
perfect crime.
完全犯罪の成立です
In other words, she had very scary friends.
でもよりによってこの間
But
の
the
おっさんは
last time, the
抵
guy
抗してきた
decided
ん
to
ですよ
fight back.
ムカ
We
つ
got
いたん
pissed
で
off.
全員でリンチしてぶっ殺しちゃいました
And we killed him.
No one said a word.
ちなみに皆さんの顔と
By
名
the
前
way, I know all your names and faces now. So when you're out late at night, be careful. My friends might come to pay you a visit.
It was a possibility, wasn't it? I like how, like, every good thing, he's like, nope, definitely would never happen. And then every bad one's like, I don't know, maybe? Could? She could gut me right here and now. It's entirely possible. I've seen it in films. But me having a good relationship with a woman? Nah. Fucking throw that idea right out the window. It ain't happening on this fucking planet in this decade. Hell, in this century. The planet needs to die and be reborn again before I have any chance of that. I couldn't think of any other good reason for her to be in the hotel. An awkward silence ensued while we waited for her to answer.
あなただったんですか部屋に入ったっていううちの
So
生
you
徒
were the hacky ho student who came into the room.
Her tone of voice was perfectly normal. There was no surprise or anger. Just a flat, level tone. But somehow that struck me as much worse.
言葉に出してもらってもいいですか
Can you say that aloud for
部屋に
me?
入ったのはあなたですか
Were you the one who went into that room?
What?
そうだよ
Are you wearing a wire, bitch? Is that what this is? Are you setting me up? That's right.
そうですか
I see.
I couldn't tell if she cared or not.
あの
Um,
ホテルで何を
so what were you doing in that hotel?
部屋のドアが勝手に開いてそれで
I
入
had
れ
the
た
door
そう
open on
です
its own, and that's how you got
ね
in.
本当ですか
Is that true?
Huh? The door? The door opened on its own. She knew about that? I nodded.
言葉に出してもらってもいいですか
She's fucking setting me up. She's working with someone. The only reason she can be like, say this out loud for me, you peasants. It's the only reason. And it's because I'm fucking stupid and don't know how to talk to girls and can't see what she's actually doing.
Can you say that out loud?
Huh?
本当だよ勝手に
It's true.
内側から
It opened from the inside.
そうですか
I see.
And then she seemed to be looking me over again. What was going on here?
有村さん
Harimura,
何かあなた
is there something?
じゃあ
Anyway, goodbye.
Arimura ignored Kurisu's question and went to leave.
ちょっと
Wait, what do you mean?
何を
ああ敬語
Oh, no need to be so polite.
それに呼び捨
I'm
て
younger
でいい
than
です
you,
後輩じゃ
and
ないですかそれからあなた殺されますよ宮代拓先輩
Well, that's not fucking ominous in any way, shape, or form, but you know what? I like a good challenge.
you're going to be killed, Takaru Miyashiro.
Those were her last words before she left the room. Everyone else can shut on camera. Bitch just threatened me. No one else gonna question or stop her on that fact. No? Anyone? Please? She didn't seem at all surprised that I questioned her, but I froze solid. Welcome to Twitter! Oh god, the fucking stickers are up in full force again, aren't they? There's a sumo sticker, isn't it? It's actually kind of cute. Congrats on the 5,000 retweets. It got way fucking more than that. I like how we got more retweets than favorites. Hold on, I'm intrigued. What's trending on the side? We've got New Generation Shibuya Murders. That's because of K, let's be honest. Episode 7 commentary. I don't know what Episode 7 is of right now. Speaking now, thank you? Moe Moe Kyun, My Greatest Failure, and We Are. Heck is that thing? We'll put this on Hachiko. Can I click on that? No. I don't want to click on it either in case it advances the text. Sumo woofer. Trying to work out what they're on about with cats, but I don't see shit. Oh well.